From Connecticut, a decision that could have a chilling effect on border security. A federal judge's ruling allowing illegal immigrants to sue ICE agents for civil rights violations. It all involves a case concerning 11 alleged illegals who claim they were busted unlawfully by ICE and targeted by them because of their race. For a fair and balanced debate, criminal defense attorney Meg Strickler, former prosecutor Randy Zellin. Meg, let me start with you. We had a debate in our morning meeting about this, and people were saying, well, how can they sue? The point is, in America, technically anybody can file a lawsuit, right?
That's correct. Anybody can sue, especially when your civil rights are violated, and that's what happened in this case.
Yeah, but what about the defendants being government employees? Under the Federal Tort Claims Act, all government employees are immune from liability for all, and this is the important phrase, for all discretionary decisions, even bad discretionary decisions. Randy?
Look, it's freezing in here. You talk about a chilling effect. Sent a great message to our people out in the field protecting this country, where now, when you have to make a split decision, let's worry about getting sued for following what you believe to be the rules, the things that your superiors tell you to do.
But, Randy, aren't they immune under the Federal Tort Claims Act for all discretionary decisions?
Well, apparently, according to this judge, and that's where you talk about it, and I've always wanted to use the words chilling effect and slippery slope. According to this federal judge, these officials, possibly even these agents, Greg, just imagine if you could be sued for going on air and reporting a story.
Meg?
It is insane.
I got to chip in here. We need a chilling effect. I work in the criminal defense field, and we need to keep an eye on law enforcement officials. And in this case, they were a little egregious. That's exactly the words used in the lawsuit. They busted into the door of these people at 6:30 in the morning, where a young person was, took him out of his bedroom, a sacrosanct private place,
without a warrant.
Grabbed him without a warrant. They knocked. They didn't explain why they were there. Nothing.
By the way,
Meg,
they
they're
allowed
allowed to Meg, they're allowed to engage in a warrantless search into anybody's home if they believe criminal activity is afoot and exigent circumstances exist.
I agree, and that's not what was going on here. They were sleeping. Sure? There was no exit. There was no danger to them.
No.
They could have knocked. They had to explain why they were there.
And let's put aside the fact, were they illegal?
They didn't. The agents, no, these people were, yes, they were illegal, but the people that were in this apartment
well, there
were
was
not
criminal activity.
There's
criminal activity afoot. They're illegal, Randy.
And by the way, there are remedies.
But it's not
there are
illegal.
remedies for this. You don't let these people get sued personally. You're not happy with the way things happened? Toss the case. You don't subject an individual, you don't subject an individual out there doing his job to personal liability. You don't subject a judge to personal liability. You don't subject the legislator to personal liability. But the guy down on the ground, him you'll let get sued? It's ridiculous.
Meg, aren't the plaintiffs, in order to win, going to have to prove that this went beyond just ordinary decision-making? It was malicious and intentional by ICE. And by the way, good luck proving that one.
Well, they already got one place. The judge already has ruled in our favor.
It was a motion to dismiss. Anybody can get by that.
Yes, true, but I think that at least they're making a comment on society, which means that law enforcement must follow the rules like the rest of us, and threatening personal liability is the best way to get them to behave and not cross over and stomp on our constitutional and civil rights.
Randy, you would defend these guys, wouldn't you, Randy?
No question. It is amazing to me. Life up in the ivory tower. I think it's great. I applaud these law students. I applaud what they do. But let's get down to the real world. And let's talk about the way things really work. It reminds me of that scene in Back to School with Rodney Dangerfield sitting in the class talking about, let's talk about the way a factory really gets built. You cannot sue agents and federal officials personally for doing their job and protecting this country.
Meg Strickler, Randy Zellin, good to see you both. We'll wait and see how this one evolves.
Happy holidays.
All right.
Interesting discussion, huh?